Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Jesus Lucia Tarot. I am Stephanie and today's reading is about the next wish that will be granted for you, the next wish that is going to be fulfilled. We have 4 piles here for you today, and to mark the piles I'm using these cute little crocheted flowers. This was made by my sister Michelle. She's got her own blog and channel on YouTube as well called Mooey and Friends, and she is so talented. She does crochet, lifestyle, and even a little bit of tarot on her blog. So I will link her stuff in the description below. Go give her a shout out. And yeah, let's go on with the piles. So pile 1, we have this cute little white flower. Pile 2, we have this purple, it looks like lavender, but it could also be any other kind of purple herb that you like. We have pile 3 with this cute little orange flower. And pile 4 with this yellow and brown flower. It reminds me of a sunflower. But take a few deep breaths, think about your wish, the wish that you hope will be granted, and I'll be ready for your reading whenever you are. Hello there, pile 1. If you chose this cute little white flower, then we have a reading here for you about what the next big wish that you have will be granted. We're going to see what the nature of this wish is, as well as when it will be granted, and anything else that is going to come about because of this wish. So let's start with the card you chose. We have 0. There is no beginning and no end. All is infinite. It is time to develop your spiritual side. You are gaining new sight and understanding of both godly and earthly things. I am limitless. This makes me think of the Fool in the tarot. So this is definitely a new beginning for some of you, or a new adventure. And with I am limitless, it makes me think of abundance. This is something that you've been calling in for quite a while. I feel like you have been either actively working on this, or maybe it was something that you really wanted to come through. Like you held on very tightly to this at one point, but because you've let it go, or you've let go of the energy of it, you've let go of it so that it can easily come to you. But at one point you had a lot of dedication and energy toward this, and now because there's like a sense of freedom, it's going to come a lot more easily to you, if that makes any sense, because I'm feeling a little bit of a weight, but then I'm taking a deep breath, letting it go, and it's like it's going to come in. It's coming in, whatever this is. But let's go ahead and get the rest of your oracles to see the nature of this wish. I'm live shuffling everything today, so let's get a rune for you. My pile 1. We have Lagos. Oh, lots of water energy here. I love this. And I think Lagos literally means lake or body of water. And we have these little turtles here, letting me know that this has been a bit of a long wait, or maybe this is something that you've been wanting for a long time, because turtles do live to be quite old. But I'm also thinking of how this guy is just sitting on a surfboard waiting for the wave. This is something that you've been waiting for, working hard for, and now it's like you just sit and wait, or you, again, like I said, you let it go and let it come to you. I'm going to go ahead and read from the book just to see what the insight for this rune is for you, pile 1. So it says, Lagos is the rune card representing water, and water is universal symbol for emotion, both positive and negative. If this card appears, you are being encouraged to release your emotions and let them flow to the surface. Tears can be very cleansing, and emotions could be acknowledged and openly expressed. Don't hold back. Allow yourself to feel and live your life to the full. This rune also shines a light on the importance of being guided by your intuition, which expresses itself through feelings. What are your emotions trying to tell you? Another association with this card is the need for renewal. So what I'm getting is that maybe some of you have not expressed that this is what you want. And it's like, how can people know what you feel if you don't tell them or let them know? So I feel like you have to let out your emotions, either verbally to somebody with a caring ear, or maybe even on paper if you journal. But because both of these remind me of a spiritual beginning or a reawakening within the spiritual realm, I feel like your intuition is just amplifying as well. Your wish could have something to do with intuition. Maybe you've been wishing that your intuition would open up or become stronger, or that you would be more unified with your intuition and your actions so that you could follow the best course or path within your life. So I feel like this is definitely something that is going to happen for you, pile 1, but I feel like it's going to come very naturally. It's not going to be like one day you wake up and suddenly you're one with your intuition. It's something that happens over the course of time. Like you see it get stronger and stronger every day, or there are just going to be days where you're really on point with your intuition and the guidance it has to offer you. Let's go ahead and get the rest of your cards. And if it's not your intuition specifically, it could also have something to do with your intuition. Like you will be working with your intuitive abilities to obtain this particular wish. Let's go ahead and get the rest of your cards. from the alchemy deck. We have benevolent guide. Maybe some of you have been wishing to really tap into your spirit guides, or to have a spirit guide come through and show his or herself. I feel like a lot of you have been wanting to connect to source, and maybe this is one of your wishes. And if it's not one of your wishes, again, it will help you. So let's say you become more intuitive, and because of this, you gain a closer bond with spirit guides, or a closer connection. You get more messages, or you're just more directly working with them. I feel like a lot of you, this is going to be the case. If not, it could be somebody in the 3D, maybe some friends or a mentor, or I'm seeing somebody specific that you can actually grow with or do things with. And this is more platonic. I'm not really getting romantic, though I guess for some of you that could be the case, but mostly it's platonic. Some of you want a friend that you can speak about spiritual stuff with, or even do particular spiritual practices with, or somebody that you can just speak to about this. For some of you, it could be finding a particular healer and or mentor who serves as a guide for you. Let's go ahead and get more cards from the Sacred Self-Care Oracle. We have clear your energy field. So one thing that is going to help with this is to make sure you keep your energetic field very cleansed. Make sure you are getting rid of either stagnant energies or the energies of others that are influencing you, to make sure that you are very much yourself. Spiritual hygiene is a big thing here for you, pile one. And let's get one more card. We have connect with your ancestors. Like I said, maybe some of you are trying to connect with your spirit guides or ancestors, and maybe their messages will come through. Another way of seeing this could be that your ancestors and or spirit guides could be wanting to grant this wish for you, or will be helping you with this wish, maybe even directly or indirectly. For example, let's say you have a past loved one who leaves you something that you've always wanted. I feel like that could be a wish granted. Or maybe they give you insight into something that will be a wish that is granted. I feel like they will, like I said, either directly in the 3D or indirectly on a spiritual realm, be helping you out. Ancestors also lets me think of, maybe it's a spiritual curse you want to break, or a cycle you want to break out of that maybe has been repeated within your family that you want to break out of. Like I keep hearing, I want to break free, the song. And maybe this is the case. And again, this could come through because of your intuition. And the Fool, again, it's like there's something heavy here that you're letting go of. And that's going to help you call in this thing. So the example I'm being shown is, let's say you want to make a lot more money, or you want a lot of abundance. Maybe there's like a family pattern of like not having enough money. Maybe you came from a family who was always in financial trouble. I feel like you're breaking out of that, and your ancestors are helping you out because they don't want to see you in that energy anymore. That's an example I'm being shown, though that does not have to be the case. Just take it if it resonates, pile one. It could be something very similar. Let's go ahead and get your astrology cards for my pile one. And these could be things that you are dealing with, or just the time of year that you might see this wish fulfilled. So we have descendant, invitation. Wherever your descendant is in your chart, look at that, and that's probably around the time that this will happen. For example, I have ascendant in Pisces. My descendant is going to be in Virgo, specifically late Virgo, so that would be around September to like mid-October is my whole descendant / 7th house energy, specifically the descendant point. So that would be September for me. So just look at your chart and figure out your descendant. Look at the degree at which your descendant sign is, and that's around the time that it will happen. It could be given to you by a close friend or a loved one, like specifically a romantic partner if you have one, or anybody with the signs of your descendant. They could also play an important role here. Let's get another card. I'm being told to get 3 for you. So we have Aquarius. It could also be during the time of Aquarius. During the time of Aquarius. What accent is that? During the time of Aquarius. Collaborate also lets me know that other people will be involved, whether, again, they are like your friends, because I was getting very platonic energy here, whether they are your friends or whether they are your spirit guides. It could be spiritual people as well, like your guides. Other people are involved in this. For some of you, this wish could actually have to do with like getting all your friends together and doing something that you've always wanted to do. And some of you could have Aquarius in the descendant, which would make you Leo rising or Leo ascendant. Rising and ascendant are the same things, by the way. Let's get another card. We have Gemini, cross-pollinate. For some of you, this could have something to do with communication. Maybe your wish is to be a lot more either clear in your communication, to learn a new language, to if it's a particular job that has to do with communicating, this could also be the case with networking. You could be networking. I feel like the friend thing still applies though, because all the air signs are very social. So again, it could have something to do with, I'm thinking for some of you like a twin flame or a soulmate, but again, a platonic one that you just, a friend that is like really close to you, that you both do very similar things, that you have a lot of things in common, so that you can have somebody to grow with, essentially, especially with these bees here. What else is coming through? And you could have Gemini on the descendant as well, which would make you Sagittarius ascendant. 37 could be an important number for those of you who are turning that age. 11, 3. So November 3rd or March 11th could be of importance. We also have 10 and 14. Just in case those numbers are of importance to you. Back of the deck energy, just because I happened to glance at it, is the 8th house mystery. So I do feel this is somewhat, I almost want to say spiritual in nature, but that would be more the 9th house. This could be a secret that you wanted to be revealed, or maybe you want to keep this secret, is what I'm seeing. But it's definitely very cryptic energy. It could be a little bit of dark energy as well, but like not in a bad way, in a positive way. This is something where you're releasing some aspect of yourself. Like I said, you could be undoing certain patterns, ancestral patterns, or ancestral curses, as they like to call them. Whenever I tap into ancestor energy, they like to call it a curse, because I don't know why, but that's always the word I get when I'm channeling that particular energy. But that's not what it is. What it is a blockage or a pattern that's been repeated from your family, that has been passed down to you, or that you've learned or picked up, and you're breaking that. Essentially, that is one of the things that is being granted, is breaking away from a particular mindset or even habit in some cases. We're gonna get one last card, or a few last cards from the BuzzFeed Oracle cards, and these are just fun. They're going to be a little bit all over the place, so they're going to be like animals, things, just small little things that could affect this, or I don't know, they're just random. And colors as well, colors that are important. For my pile 1, we have caverns. Oh, this is interesting. This kind of goes with mystery. And it's making me think of Halloween because of these little bats. So maybe that time of the year is important. Caverns makes me think of something hidden. So something hidden is going to come to the light, or you're going to find out something secret. Again, there's a lot of secrets being uncovered here. Let's get another card. For my pile 1, we have, okay, this one, we have verified blue. So blue is an important color. This, again, could have something to do with the throat chakra, especially with Gemini here. This has something to do with communication. Some of you could just be coming into contact with your spirit guides, and this is something you've always wanted. Or contacting your spirit guides will help in this endeavor. With cavern and mystery, I feel like you're going deep into your psyche for something here, though. And let's get another card. For my pile 1. Okay, we got 2. We have baboon. Aurora borealis. Oh, maybe some of you have always wanted to see the aurora borealis, and you will. I know it was not too long ago. I actually got to see, well, I didn't get to see it, but it was visible where I lived in Georgia, USA, of all places, the aurora borealis. I didn't get to see it because I think I had to sleep that night. I had some dumb excuse for not seeing this gorgeous event, but people were able to see it all the way down here when it's typically just up north. So maybe you actually get to travel somewhere to see it, or you will see it in person miraculously wherever you live. Aurora also makes me think of, this is probably the imagery you will see when you meditate and connect with your ancestors or connect with your third eye. Some of you are just becoming very spiritually clear. For the baboon though, I am going to read from the booklet, because I do not like baboons. I think they are the creepiest of the monkeys. Like, I do not like them. but I'm sure it's got a different meaning in the book. So let me do you justice pile 1. We have adapt, accommodate, and flexible. Yeah, you're going to learn to go with the flow here. I think this is why water keeps coming through. And actually both Aquarius and Geminis are very go with the flow kind of signs as well. All the air signs personally I think are. But this is letting me know that you're willing to adapt to whatever life has to give you, or to whatever insights you gain regarding this particular wish. Again, clear your energy field. Make sure that you are not being influenced by outside energies, and things will go very well for you. But for a lot of you, it could quite literally be tapping into your spirit guides, your intuition getting stronger. And if it's not that specifically, those two things will come along with the journey to get to your wish, essentially. Because for a lot of you, this has been a long time coming. It's been going on for a while. So if this sounds like something you want to dive more deeply into, let's go ahead and get the tarot cards for you, pile 1. And of course, as always, I want to thank you for allowing me to read for you. I got this idea out of nowhere, really, but I was just wondering if there are any wishes being fulfilled for the people around me. So we're going to use let's use the Lucid Dreams Tarot. It's been my favorite deck recently. So we're going to, I'm being told to do several wishes. We're going to do something physical, something emotional, something spiritual, and then the major impact it will have on you, like a long-lasting impact, and how you will change as a result of your wish. So physically, what's going on with this particular wish? We have the Knight of Cups. So this is definitely, for some of you, it could be, again, there might be a romantic partner coming in, because we did have the Descendant in the oracles, but mostly I see a connection between you and somebody else. If it is a friend, it's a very loving connection. Like, I feel like, you know how some friends, when they're really close to each other and they just like to joke around a lot, they will kind of flirt. Like, it's nothing serious, but they will flirt with each other. I see this with guys all the time. They'll just be hitting on each other, and I'm just like, geez, why can't you like hit on the girls you actually like that, or hit on the people you like that? It's that kind of bond you will have with this person physically. I'm also thinking of a lot of physical beauty, so I feel like some of you will actually glow up as a result of this, or you will have a different aura in general. You're going to be very attractive because of this wish that is being fulfilled. For some of you, the wish itself could be looking a certain way, and I'm here to confirm that that will happen for you. Let's get something emotional because of this wish. We have the Two of Pentacles. If some of you have been wanting to learn to balance your emotions, especially for those of you who are team crybaby like me, then I feel like you will gain more control over how you feel, or you will learn to rationalize how you feel, so that you're no longer a victim of your emotions, is what I'm hearing. So you're no longer at the whims of how you feel. Like, and look, I'm the kind of person, like, if I'm angry, if I'm sad, if I'm frustrated, I will tear up, I will cry, or get misty-eyed at least, and I don't like it, and it's nothing I can control. But for a lot of you, emotionally, this will balance you out. So not saying that you're going to completely stop being a crybaby, but you're definitely going to learn how to deal with it. You're going to learn to rationalize or not take things personally. Let's get another card, and this is the spiritual impact. We have Justice. Oh, okay, yeah. This is you tapping into your ancestors is what I'm hearing. What that has to do with the Justice card, I'm not sure, but I know it is Libra, and Libra is very social, and a lot of air energy in this pile. But Libra is very social, letting me know that it's almost like you're having a meeting with your spirit guides. And I'm not surprised, because Justice makes me think of like boardrooms in attorneys' offices for some reason. I don't know why. That's just what comes to mind when I think of the Justice card. So I feel like some of you are going to you're going to gain clarity through your spirit guides somehow, and it's going to help you out a lot. Your spirit guides themselves could be a Libra. If you have any ancestors that you know are Libras, they could also be important, or just be Libra-like in their manners. Like maybe they're very fair, very impartial, but also very open to everybody. And or very physically appealing, like maybe they were just known for their good looks, or dressing nice or something like that. Let's get, what is the fourth one? What are going to be the long-term effects or short-term? The effects of this wish on you and your life. We have the King of Swords. Again, I'm not taking reversals. There's a lot of clarity here. And maybe this is part of the reason that you're able to control your emotions. I feel like you're going to be able to gain a sense of both justice, of being able to discern what is right and what is wrong. This could also be intuition, because honestly, I consider the sword suits to be intuition, because to me, intelligence is intuition sometimes. So I feel like this will really go along with this. Your intuition is going to come through along with your logic and your mental clarity. And I feel like that will be the thing going forward, is you'll be able to make wiser decisions within your life as well as everywhere else. And I kind of learned this whenever I was tapping into my intuition, was just how to trust your intuition is what's coming through. How to trust your spirit guides even, or look out for signs that your spirit guides are helping you along this journey. And then the last one is how is this going to, I think it's how it's going to change you. I think that's what I went with on my pile 1. We have the Ace of Cups. You will be able to create better connections, better. For some of you, it could be like you're going to be dating better people, or you're going to make better friends. And then others of you, you're just going to know how to open up to people in general, how to network, but not just like be social, but how to actually make connections with people. Again, this is something that happened with my intuition. I just learned to listen to it, to be able to ask people the right questions, more on a one-on-one basis, like more on a how do I put this, more when it's person to person, in person. I'm better to able speak to people. I used to be very shy and introverted. I still kind of am, but I'm able to make good conversation, not just small talk, though of course that is part of how it's part of how people connect. You know, sometimes you start with something small, but then to open up better to people. And this is going to help you a lot in the long run. Let's get more cards to clarify these. So to clarify this Knight of Cups energy, the physical. Ooh, High Priestess. People will not be able to deny how intuitive you are. You're just going to look very much like somebody they can trust. You're going to look like somebody that they can go to for wisdom, advice, and intuitive, especially if if what you want to do is something along the lines of tarot, energy work, any of this stuff that we do here. People are going to know that you're going to be the one to go to. But again, your intuition is amplifying here. Let's see, something emotional. We have the Empress. Oh, I love this. It's just being in touch with your emotions. It's like, yes, you're going to learn to balance them, but you're not going to deny them either. You're not going to ignore them. You're going to honor how you feel, and you're going to, I'm hearing, act appropriately to your feelings. For example, if you're sad, you're not going to hide it underneath a bunch of work or underneath some other whatever it is that you used to hide away. You're going to honor that you're feeling sad and take the time, the evening to yourself to sort it out, or to do something to really nurture yourself. The way you do this is one easy way to do this anyway. Look at your moon sign. Whatever that sign is, do whatever that sign would do to feel better. For example, I have moon in Pisces. Pisces is very creative, and or they love music. I just do Pisces things to nurture my emotions. So I might paint, I might do some tarot, because Pisces is also very spiritual. I would listen to music. I think that's the easiest thing for anybody to do. If your moon sign is something like Aries, get active, get out there, get going, do some exercise, get a breath of fresh air, go for a run, maybe do something competitive to release that energy. So on and so forth. Look at your moon sign, and this is how you nurture yourself. Let's get the card to clarify justice, to clarify spiritually how you're being impacted by this. Okay, we got 2 cards. We have 9 of Swords and 5 of Pentacles. Again, for those of you who have had like a lack mentality or a scarcity mentality, I feel like you're going to learn how to handle this. Again, because of the ancestor coming through to tell you how to handle this, believe it or not. Your ancestors have financial wisdom and advice Not sure why, but they do. Maybe you came from a family who at one point had a lot of wealth and you didn't realize this because maybe the family you have now isn't as well off as they used to be. That does happen. So maybe you're tapping into that one ancestor who was like a, I don't know, like a baron or a tycoon or somebody of like, I feel you have an ancestor who used to have a lot of money or was like really up there in the ranks, and they're going to tell you exactly how it is, because I feel like either they didn't pass that down to their children or children's children or whatever, or maybe somebody in the family line kind of lost it all in some stupid way. Just take that if it resonates, because this particular section is very specific. So I feel like the ancestors you have will teach you how to get rid of the scarcity mentality regardless. Like they're going to teach you what abundance truly is, and or how to come into financial abundance, or whatever the abundance that you are looking for is. For some of you, it could be health. For some of you, it could be time. And for some of you, it could be something else. Let's clarify long-term effects of this wish. Let's clarify the King of Swords. Loving this energy, by the way. It's like, again, you're gaining clarity and freedom at the same time. 2 cards came out again. We have the 8 of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles, or sorry, 7 of Pentacles. Some of you don't believe you can do it. Some of you are kind of scared of putting in the work. Maybe because in the past you've already put in a lot of work and nothing came out of it. I'm being told you're going to learn how to work smarter and not harder, so that you don't have this fear of putting in the work. You're going to learn to work smarter, not harder. That was very straight to the point. And this is going to be long lasting. So you will apply this particular habit or particular knowledge going forward, and life is going to get easier for you, especially for your career and or work life. And then the last card to clarify this Ace of Cups, how this is affecting you. We have the World. You're going to make some amazing connections, some amazing friends. And if you're looking for a romantic partner, you're going to find the one that you're going to be spending the rest of your life with as the result of this wish. Like I said, the Descendant came out, so maybe this has something to do with it. This partner, I feel like they're going to be very air-based. They could be a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, or have very strong placements in those signs, not cards. Back of the deck, the Lovers. Yep, I feel like overall connections are going to be important here, regardless whether they are platonic or romantic, because for a lot of you, especially if you feel that you don't have anyone to rely on, they're going to come through. I feel like your ancestors want you to reach out to more people and or to better people. And that's what I'm hearing. I feel like there's a better quality of people that you could reach out to or befriend or get close to here. Beautiful energy, but it's letting me know that one, there's a lot of balance here. This wish that is going to be fulfilled is going to get balanced out. Or sorry, it's going to balance out something within you that you didn't realize you needed. A lot of your worries, a lot of this energy of like trying too hard, of this heaviness, is going to loosen up and be released. You're going to gain a lot of clarity. A lot of air sign energy is coming through. A lot of logic, a lot of wisdom, a lot of clear thinking. Also a lot of speaking and a lot of networking. So, but there's also enough, like, there's enough cups here to know that this has something to do with your emotions. And even Pentacles cards, again, letting me know this is going to be something very logical, long-lasting, practical. But yeah, I'm loving this. It will put you in your Empress energy and your High Priestess energy. I feel like when you combine these two, you're pretty much an unstoppable feminine force here, regardless of how you identify. It's your intuition and your nurturing energy coming together to create something amazing. Balanced out with the King of Swords energy and Justice and the World. I really love this for you, Pile 1. This is beautiful energy of whatever this wish that is coming true is coming forward. So let's go ahead and get some closing advice. Anything else that we need to know? But for a lot of you, this wish is very spiritual in nature in general. If it's your intuition, again, it's guiding you to your spirit guides and to better relationships, to better opportunities. But yeah, let's get your cards. We're going to use the Guardian Angel cards, which I absolutely love. You do not have to believe in guardian angels. These are just messages coming through. So for my pile 1, okay, 2 wanted to come out. Manifestation. Believe in yourself, trust your instincts, and follow your heart. For in doing so, you shall manifest all your heart desires. The life you have for so long aspired to create will soon manifest. Like I said, some of you have been manifesting this for a long time. It's coming. It's coming, pile 1. And Judgment. Let go of your fear of being judged. You are good enough. It is time to release all that you have kept safely locked away in your heart. Your true essence and potential have been restricted by structure and method for long enough. There is no right or wrong way. Just be you. Some of you have to let go of the fear of being judged by others, of like what people are going to think if you do certain things. Don't worry about that. Worry about your vision and worry about what makes you happy. I've seen people go do the things that makes them happy, and even though it's not my thing, I know it's theirs, and in seeing them fulfill that particular dream of theirs, it makes me happy for them. It really makes me happy to see them do the things they like to do. For example, I know people who are into things that I'm definitely not into. It'll never be my thing. I don't care for it as much as they do, but seeing them happy about it just makes me happy for them. It's like, I'm glad you are able to get enjoyment out of something that maybe I don't understand, but the joy is, I do understand the joy. You know, you can understand people's feelings for something, even if it's the thing itself that you don't understand. So I need you to be in that energy. You go after the things you want and understand that the people who love you and support you and want to see you do good will enjoy that for you, or will enjoy your joy more than they will enjoy the thing you're doing. And that's one way to manifest abundance, believe it or not. And then we're going to get some tea leaves to see what else is coming through. But yeah, being able to really fully live in your joy and spread that joy around you. Well, one, happiness is infectious, so make sure you're spreading that around, you know. And then two, it allows abundance to come to you. So let's get tea leaves. We have August. So August could be an important month. Maybe this is when it will happen. And I'm trying to think of, I know we're heading into August as I am recording this. Even though this is a timeless reading, I think this particular video will probably come out in August. But regardless, whenever August is close to you, that's when this will likely happen. We also have handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important. Like I said, you're learning to make connections. You're learning to make friends, even friends with strangers. Because everybody's a stranger until you get to meet them or get to know them, you know. We have marriage. For some of you, it could be a romantic partner. I just didn't want to keep going on about that because I know not everybody cares for romance, and I try not to make all my readings about romance. But for some of you, this could be important. After all, we were talking about the descendant, and that is the house of marriage and relationships. We have tulip, great passion. This will reignite your passion, and your passion is going to spread a lot of great feelings for the people around you, or to the people around you. We also have money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. What did I say? Those spirit guides, they're going to teach you how to make money, or they're going to implement something within you that has to do with abundance and finances. Butterfly, a change for the better. You are changing, pile one, and it's going to be for the better, I promise. But this is where I leave you, my beautiful pile one. Thank you so much for letting me read for you, and I hope you the best with all these amazing wishes that are being granted for you. If you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Hello there, pile two. If you chose this cute little crocheted lavender or lilac or whatever it may be called, there's several plants that are purple and beautiful in nature like that. We have the reading here for you for your next wish that is being granted. What wish will be fulfilled? We're going to look into the oracles to see what the nature of your wish is, as well as like what else could be coming along with it. Let's look at the card you chose. You have 333. You are being called upon to use your spiritual gifts as a light worker, assisting all of humanity. Live your truths and be a positive light to others. I am powerful. Oh, I love this so much. You're definitely coming into this powerful energy, whether you realize it or not. And I'm not sure if you have to actually be a light worker, but I do feel that you are working with the light around you, as well as the energy around you, pile, to be able to create the life you always wanted, as well as to heal the energy around you. And that in turn will heal the people around you just by being near you, by being surrounded by you, by being in your life, being in your presence. I really like this. I'm not sure if that's a wish that you've been wanting to see fulfilled, but I feel like it will work along with this for you. It will work with this particular ability you may have, or this could be an ability you're coming into. Let's go ahead and get the rest of your cards. We're going to get an alchemy card for you, because I'm being told to use this one first, since we are dealing with some very powerful energy of yours. For my pile 2. You could be being called to pile 3 as well. I haven't made that pile yet. I haven't recorded it, but if you're being called to it, by all means, you can go to that one. We have resin. Something is being set in stone here. This is number 38. Well, not set in stone because resin isn't stone, but something is being solidified here. We also have Pluto. Ooh, a very transformative card. I love Pluto. Pluto's one of my favorites because we change as people, right? And we can choose whether we want the changes that occur to us to be very impactful and positive and transformational, or we could resist them and just let them be a struggle. Because I feel like every struggle is really a form of transformation or change, depending on how you want to see it. Maybe this is a perspective you're going to come into as well, because I've never had to actually explain it that way before. I know that sounds odd, but maybe some of you are learning to see transformation as a change that you work with to become a better person or a better version of yourself. Not saying that you weren't already a good person to begin with, pile 2, but it's a sense of needing to improve or wanting to improve because you know you can always do better. I know it says Pluto, but it's also very Saturn-like energy here. Let's go ahead and get your rune card, pile 2. We have Berkana, and I want to say it's either home or movement. I will look into the rune book for that. But a lot of you are doing away with the old and making room for the new. Some of you could already have like a habit of doing this. Maybe you get rid of like old things very quickly if you don't resonate with them anymore. Physical things, of course, but maybe in some cases it could also be people. But from the book for Berkana, we have birch. Berkana celebrates birth and all new things. Birch trees could be important to you as well, pile 2. And these could be a new relationship or work project, or simply a new approach to life. The symbol of the birch tree, which is known for its fertility and ability to renew. If you're going through difficult times, this card suggests that you have the strength to pull through, learn from the experience, and grow, and that good times will return. Associated with maternal and caregiving energy, the card urges you to nurture any new beginnings or relationships because they are going to be positive for you. At the same time, this requires that you nurture and take care of yourself and make sure that your needs are met before caring for others. Family is a strong theme too, and it is possible that this card refers to a family member or friend who will offer much needed support or care, or perhaps there is someone close to you in need of support or loving care. So I'm getting new beginnings for sure and renewal here, especially next to Pluto. There's something new coming in here for you, and I really do love the idea. Birch trees make me think, I don't remember where I heard this from, but you can actually take the bark of a birch tree and write on it. Bark that has already fallen, of course, you can take it and write on it. And some people even burn it to make a little bit of a spell, a wish fulfillment here. Maybe this is how you did your wish, pile 2. Maybe you wished on a little bark of birch tree, or maybe any other kind of tree, or maybe just on a piece of paper and burned it. And maybe this is what is coming true for you. Because fire is also very transformative. I'm thinking of the phoenix, which is another symbol of Scorpio. And Scorpio, of course, is ruled by Pluto. I'm loving the energy here. Like, this is definitely a strong intention coming through because you've done a little bit of magic here in order for this to happen. I am going to read from the book for resin because I want to say resin does occur naturally. Because I know some people, you may actually work with resin here, and maybe this is something that is going to be able to fulfill your wish if you want to, for example, start a business or create some little projects here. So from the book, we have holding, adhering, and surrounding. Resin is a miraculous material. It offers both stability and transparency. For centuries, sculptors and archivists have used it to capture an object in time and place, preserving it for observation or adoration. Envision a delicate insect or flower suspended in a paperweight. Such is the alchemical energy of resin. Its qualities are protective and sealing and hardening. When this card appears, there is a holding that's occurring either literally or psychically. While well-intended, I'm sorry, I keep messing this up, pile 2. While well-intended, someone may be limiting the one they wish to protect. There may be an aspect of nostalgia at work in the laboratory, an unwillingness to let go or change. On the other hand, the resin card can indicate preservation of that which is most valued, a return to what's been lost. So, stability and transparency is what really struck me the most from that particular passage. I feel like some of you are learning to be very transparent with the people around you or with the things that you know are going to be long lasting. I feel like this is, for example, being more truthful with your friends or loved ones, especially with the family that was being acknowledged in the Berkana card here. Some of you are opening up to the people around you. You're opening up to the people that you've known for a while. And I feel like this is the rebirth that is coming through. You're learning to be a little bit some of you want to hold on to the people that are around you, especially if you're used to, for example, letting go of people very quickly and very suddenly. You're going to learn how to keep certain relationships a little bit more permanent. For example, if you date around a lot and you're just used to, you know, switching out partners every so often. I feel like you're going to learn to hang on to them, whether that's as a friend or as a partner, maybe even trying to give something like commitment a chance. For some of you, you're also learning to hold on to friends, again, to family. You're learning to hold on to something here. And I feel like that's part of your transformation. The opposite could also be true. If you hold on to things a little too closely, maybe you're learning to let go of them to be healthier about this particular situation. But regardless, you're learning to deal with the energies around you. You're learning to deal with the people around you, I feel like. If not people, then the circumstances. Let's go ahead and get the rest of your cards piled too. From the Sacred Self-Care Oracle. We have alone time. So maybe you are learning to let go of the people around you and spending more time alone. Or time alone could be very transformative for you. It all depends on how you view this, because it could be either or. I feel like it could go either way depending on what energy you're used to pile to. And let's get another card. We have aromatherapy. So there could be, oh, and there's the number 3 again. There could be a particular scent that you are looking for. After all, you did choose the one that reminds me of lavender, the little lavender crocheted herb here. So maybe lavender could be very useful. It's actually right here in the card as well. But maybe other scents as well, like maybe you're finding a signature scent or a scent that really grounds you here. It could be a sweet scent. For some of you, it'll be... The scent I'm smelling right now is like herby, medicinal, but calming. I guess a little bit like lavender. It all depends on what it is that you need, but there's a signature scent coming through. Or maybe some of you, you're actually learning to work with herbs and aromatherapy to help you out here. Let's get your Star Codes Astro cards. I'm hearing the scent of salt will really help you as well. Like whatever you're searching, the scent of salt will also help if somebody needed that. We have the 9th house. Oh, I love this. Exploration. I'm also thinking of spiritual expansion. Some of you could literally be moving though, because whenever I see this card, I think of moving out of a house. So maybe the next wish you have is being able to move out of a particular place you've always wanted to move out of, or moving into a particular place, depending on the situation. We also have the 5th house, and there's that creative energy coming through. This is passion, but maybe your passion, again, it could have to do with resin, it could have to do with herbs, it could have to do with flowers, scents. In some cases, your passion could be leading you to be able to move to somewhere you've always wanted to, or to be able to provide for your family. When I think of aromas, when I think of smell, I think of how it's something that really affects the things around it, because it's been proven that certain scents can have a psychological impact on the brain. Like it could put us in particular moods. But I'm also thinking of how that's how energy works sometimes. Like you may not see it, but you feel it or you sense it. And I think aromas are just a great example of this, or a great analogy for energy. Energy can be felt, and even again, it's not seen, it's not heard, but it's very much there. That's another way to see it. And maybe you're learning to view things this way as well, pile 2. For some of you, you could be traveling somewhere you've always wanted to travel, and this is a wish granted. And for others of you, you could be inspired by something here, and maybe you've been searching for a new source of inspiration, or a new, like for some of you, you've been wanting to find somewhere that you can call home, or somewhere where you know you will thrive. I feel like you will, at least. I'm not sure if you're going to find it right away, like you're going to find a house. Maybe you will. Maybe you'll find an apartment somewhere. And for some of you, you're just going to find somewhere that you will set goals to be able to go to, if that makes any sense. Like maybe you'll visit a particular town or city and you're going to be like, I want to live here eventually. And that's going to be a new goal for you to set. Or again, that particular wish could be fulfilled. Maybe you're going to be given an opportunity to move or live here, or even just visit. But let's go ahead and get the rest of your cards. I'm using the BuzzFeed Oracle cards to see anything else that is coming through for this particular wish that is being granted for you, pile 2. Yeah, if you were called to pile 3, I feel like you can go ahead and see that one because we have 38, 333, 43, 3. And we only have 1, 2 here. And we also have number 10. So maybe October could be an important month for you. And for my pile 2, we have active online green. The internet could be important, or this could be a connection, not quite literally because of the internet, but also a connection you make online with certain people. Green also makes me think of being greenlit for something, like the green light to go ahead and do something. Maybe some of you have been waiting for that. I'm not seeing one particular wish coming through here. It's more like a lot of small ones. So maybe you have a lot of small wishes being granted. We also have wine. And this is supposed to be colors, so the color purple could be important. But this card always makes me think of the Two of Cups. Again, there could be a connection you're making with a friend or a loved one here. And then the color purple. Maybe some of you could be enjoying wine as well, especially if you're traveling somewhere where wine is important. Let's get 2 more cards from this deck for my pile 2. We have flamingo. Flamingos make me think of Florida or anywhere with water. So maybe that place is of importance to you. Let's get 1 more card. We have galaxy. Galaxy. Yeah, I feel like this is expansion. This is travel. Even if it's more in the mind and in the heart than physically, this is travel for you, pile 2. I'm going to read from the book for flamingo because I have a very particular way of seeing flamingos. Like I said, I associate them with Florida. You could also associate them with balance because I always wonder how they balance on their one leg, their one tiny skinny little leg. Let me go ahead and read for Galaxy because I just opened up to it. It says, bring together a group and assemble. Some of you could be going to a gathering, which would explain the wine and why I associate it with the Two of Cups. Like you're making a connection with somebody here. But I'm also thinking that you're going to be meeting new people, maybe online as well, since we did have active online green. And then for the flamingo, we have outgoing, flamboyant, and over the top. I feel like you're going to be in a much more outgoing nature, like in a much more fun nature. You're definitely coming into a lot of fun, even with the wine. Not saying that you have to drink wine, but I'm thinking of how, at least for me, it loosens me up. Like I just need 1 cup and I'm in a great mood. So maybe you're going to be in a much more loose and outgoing mood. And this could be the transformation you are going through. You're allowing yourself to be in a better energy, especially with the 5th house. The 5th house is the house of fun and enjoyment. Yes, passion and creativity, but also of having fun. And you could do this while having alone time, I think, but you could also do this while seeking a balance between being alone and seeking out other people, friends, and enjoying life in general. I feel like the next big wish that is being fulfilled for you, pile 2, is just learning to have fun, especially if you're somebody who's not really known for having fun, or if you have a hard time letting loose and letting yourself be free. You're going to come into this energy of allowing your beautiful, radiant energy to uplift people around you and put them in an energy of fun as well. So I'm loving this energy for you. If this sounds like something you want to keep going deeper into, let's go ahead and look at the rest of your tarot cards. I feel like this one was a little bit all over the place. Like there's a lot of small things coming out for this one. It could be that this is the pile that gets chosen the most, and sometimes that will leave a little bit of scattered energy. But I don't know. I like all the things. I love the energy. It's like you have to go through a transformation and then you have a lot of fun. But for my pile 2, we're using the Lucid Dreams Tarot. Sorry, I dropped something. The Lucid Dreams Tarot. And we're going to look a little bit more specifically into your wish that is being granted. The first one is going to be how it's going to affect you on the outside. Second card is going to be how it affects you on the inside. Third one is going to be how it affects you spiritually. Fourth one is going to be how it affects you long term, like what are going to be the long term effects. And then the fifth one is going to be how it affects you as a person. So outside, we have the Three of Cups. I'm not taking reversals in this reading. But yeah, you're going to have a lot more fun. Your next wish being granted is some party time or time with your friends or time of just letting loose with the people you love around you. The second card for emotions, we got 2. We have the Chariot and the Knight of Swords. Being able to express yourself in a way that's going to be accepted. The Chariot does correlate with Cancer in the tarot. So this is like being able to express your emotions a lot more freely and in a way that makes sense to people. This is being able to communicate what you feel in a way that will be accepted by everybody. The third card is going to be spiritually how it affects you. We have the King of Cups. Again, being able to understand your emotions as well. I feel like people are going to be very open to how you feel, and they're going to be very accepting of how you feel as well, especially if you're not used to this. A lot of emotional cards are coming through, pile too. Let's get the fourth one, how it's going to give you a long-term effect. We have the Page of Swords. You're going to learn how to communicate in different ways and in different styles depending on how you need to communicate. Especially for those of you who have been very silent for a long time or who have had trouble expressing yourselves. And then the fifth one, how it's going to affect you as a person. We have the Emperor. You're going to be, I'm hearing, more in control of your life or feeling that you're very stable. A lot of masculine energy is coming through. So I'm wondering if some of you are learning to balance out your masculine energy with your feminine energy, especially if you're typically more in feminine energy, which means you will feel more in control of your life. You will feel more like taking the lead. And I'm quite loving this. Let's go ahead and clarify these energies as well. Let's clarify the outside. What is going on the outside? Page of Pentacles. So you're going to be able to create long-lasting things. Quite literally, you're going to learn how to manifest a lot more strongly or be able to set plans in a way that makes sense to you, in a way that is able to see your plans, your wishes to fruition. Manifestation is becoming better. To clarify your emotions, we have the Seven of Swords. For those of you who are used to keeping your emotions secret, this is going to stop essentially. You're going to be able to be more transparent after all that came through in the Resin card in the oracles. You're learning to be transparent with how you feel, with how you are wanting to speak, but it's not going to be in a way that's overly emotional. It's going to be in a way that allows people to understand you. Especially, like I said, for those of you who are not used to expressing your emotions. To clarify the third card, the card of spirituality, we have the Ten of Swords. So I feel like for some of you, you've been through a dark night of the soul and you're going to learn to deal with those, because let's face it, we can't always prevent bad things from happening to us, but we can learn how to deal with them and how to better handle them. I feel like this is going to be the biggest thing. So whenever you go through something that is heartbreaking or something that you feel you can't get out of, you will hold on to hope and you will learn how to nurture yourself to get yourself out of that situation. Because it begins for you, it begins internally, and then you're able to get out of it. Some people, they're able to handle it more physically. For you, it begins emotionally, internally, and spiritually. Pile 2. Again, very much in the feminine energy for you, which is why we have so much masculine coming out. You're going to learn how to balance this out. Let's clarify the long-term effects of this wish that is being fulfilled. We have the Six of Pentacles. Reciprocal energy is coming through for you. So the long-term effect is that you're going to learn how to give and take here. You're going to learn how to balance things out. You're no longer over-giving yourself. You're no longer putting more into something than you used to. You're going to learn to allow things to come to you. If something doesn't give to you as much as you give to it, you're not going to deal with it. And I feel like this is a way of respecting yourself, a way of understanding that you shouldn't be putting more into something if it's not going to give you something in return, just out of respect for yourself. As I'm saying that, I feel like the light is getting brighter outside. Not sure if you can tell on camera, but yeah, you're learning to respect yourself physically. You're also learning to accept help, I'm hearing. Some of you who don't like accepting help, you're learning to ask for help and accepting it. So your pride is going to get out of the way for once so that you can live a better life. And then the last card, how it's going to affect you personally. Clarification for this. We have the Ace of Swords. Mental clarity is coming through, but also like being able to be more insightful, being able to make better decisions. I feel like whatever this is that is coming true for you, the wish that is being fulfilled, it's more mental and it's more in the heart is what I'm feeling. Like whatever is going on. It could also be in the throat chakra. Some of you are learning to better deal with the situations around you. And for some of you, it could be through physically doing something, like whether that's working with aromatherapy, exercise, or just spending time alone so that you can better so that you can be a better person for the people around you, so that you can be a better team player, so that you can be ready for them. It's like you're learning to pour back into your own cup so that you can share this cup with others. After all, the wine glasses did come out in the oracles, and I feel like that makes sense here because the only cup, well, yeah, there's like the Three of Cups and the King of Cups. This is you wanting to be able to provide for the people in Three of Cups card. So you're learning to be the King of Cups so that you can just provide endlessly for them. For a lot of you, this is going to be like a business that takes off that is also in conjunction with your passions or something that you want to do. And for some of you, it's learning to travel or traveling somewhere where you're going to be able to thrive and succeed so that you can help the people around you or a community around you, a newfound community in some cases. Back of the deck, we have the Four of Wands. Oh, I love this. This is celebration. You know what I've never noticed in this card? It says 1111 for some reason. I've never noticed that. I guess because there's 4 wands. Oh, like each wand is in a number 1. Oh, that's crazy. So maybe 1111 is a number of yours that you go by, but that's interesting. But the Four of Wands is also a celebration, usually with friends and family, because it can be associated with weddings. But I'm also thinking of like blessings. So like there's blessings to go around everywhere for some reason. I keep hearing the word blessings, which is interesting. You want to bless yourself and the people around you. And I love this energy. What you really want to do is be able to be your best self so you can be the best person for the people around you. Lots of strong family energy is coming through in this particular pile. So again, I'm not sure if you are like a Cancer or have a lot of 4th house placements here. Lots of moon energy as well. Because the King of Cups could be seen as a fatherly figure, as can the Emperor, but not as much. But I'm loving this energy here for you, pile 2. It's very beautiful. You really do have a very altruistic heart, and you want to make sure everybody around you is in the best space as possible. But yeah, but let's move on to some closing advice, because I love that you are just... The wish that you want to be granted is like happiness for everybody around you, and it's not just for you. And there she is, the Empress fell out, wanting to meet her Emperor. So for some of you, it could actually be wanting to create a family, whether that's a found family or like an actual family of your own. It will depend. But let's go ahead and get your closing cards. I'm using the Guardian Angels deck. Get some messages from your guardian angels or angelic messages in general. For my pile 2. We have Jewel. Every event in life presents us with a new opportunity to experience ever greater love. There is a jewel to be found within every teardrop. Trust, we, your angels, are guiding the current events. This is a time in which you and those close to you will emerge strengthened by ever greater bonds of love. Trust, there is nothing to fear, there is only love. Like I said, a lot of you are thinking about your family or found family or your community as well. Because it's like those close to you will emerge strengthened by ever greater bonds of love. Like, yeah, I think you're getting closer to a community or even your family. You could also be celebrating something, and this could be a wish. For some of you, it could be like a family gathering that you've always wanted, or maybe reuniting with people you haven't seen in a long time and solidifying that. Like, I'm seeing you, for example, if you don't see your grandparents too often, you might want to go visit them, and you want to take a picture to have proof that, you know, that you've seen them, that you were with them. I see you creating memories with the people around you. It could also be your friends, taking, you know, pictures with friends or videos or whatever it is that you want to do, creating memories essentially. But because of the resin card, I'm thinking of also proof of this for some reason. I don't know why I put the card away. Let me put this here. Jewel also makes me think you might be inheriting like literally a crystal, because they can be seen as jewels. After all, they're very sparkly, but maybe also a piece of jewelry. Maybe you wished for a specific piece of jewelry, and lo and behold, your your grandmother or somebody in your family actually has that same piece of jewelry you've always wanted and they gift it to you. But let's go ahead and get some tea leaf cards to see what else is coming through in this wish that is being granted for you, pile 2. We have needle and thread. A sincere wish will be granted. Just more confirmation that it's coming through, pile 2. We also have diamond. Lots of jewel and diamonds. I'm wondering if some of you are getting jewelry or crystals or something to that extent. You'll be receiving a gift or a precious... Sorry, you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Maybe you're the one giving this. Maybe you have a wish to be able to give somebody something beautiful here. But I feel like most of you will be receiving. Dogs, getting together with friends. So yeah, like I said, you could be getting together with the people you like around you. So this could be friends. Dogs could also be important. Maybe dogs are part of your found family, of course. We also have September. This could be in September when this happens for some of you. Horse, short journey. So like I said, you could be traveling, but I don't think it's going to be too long of a travel. It could just be traveling maybe to like the next town or the next state over. And then back of the deck, because I happen to see it, you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. If you feel that you've been off course, this is just spirit reminding you that no, you are headed in the right direction. You are going in the right direction. It may just not feel like it right now because you're taking a small detour, a small little sweet detour to something that you really need to see happen. But this is where I leave you, pile 2. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe. I am sending you so much love. Take care. Hello there, pile 3. If you chose this cute little orange flower, then we have your reading here for you about the next wish you have that is going to come true, that is going to be granted. We're going to look at the oracle cards to see the nature of this wish as well as anything else that you should know about it, and then we're going to go into the tarot to get a little bit more insight into this particular wish. So channeling a song for you, and I haven't really channeled songs for every other pile. For this one, I'm getting Say Yes to Heaven by Lana Del Rey. So I'm not sure if some of you are... I'm not exactly sure what to get out of that song. I feel like maybe somebody is saying yes to something that you've been wanting, or maybe you're going to say yes to a particular wish. Yeah, if it's something that can be said yes to, I feel like this is just going to be confirmation of that. But let's go ahead and look at your card. We have 1010. Keep your thoughts positive and be patient as everything is working out for your highest good. Trust that your angels are working behind the scenes to help you. I am patient. So this could be something you've been waiting for a long time with the patience. Or if it's something that you've recently, I'm hearing if you've recently cast a manifestation or a wish, I feel like it could be something you have to be patient for, but you will see slow progress of, if that makes any sense. So this is not going to be something that comes overnight, or it will not be something that just happens overnight. It's going to be something that you actively say yes to every day. It could be a goal that you're working towards. It could be something that, again, takes time. But let's go ahead and look at your alchemy cards. We're going to look at more oracles to see the nature of this particular wish that is being granted for my pile 3. We have Pluto. This came out in, I want to say it was the second pile as well, pile 2. So if you were already drawn to that pile, this is just confirmation. But like I said, this is something that takes time. Pluto energy is very transformative, but it's also very long lasting because out of all the planets in our astrological chart, Pluto is one of those planets that takes a very long time. It takes several years. It transits several years. So up to, I want to say 10, 15 maybe. This may take, I mean, I don't want to say it's going to take up to 10 years, but it's, like I said, it's something you actively say yes to every day. We also have fog, 39. We have 10 and 39. So what I'm getting with fog is that this is something that you kind of had to shape up, is what I'm hearing. You kind of had to make sense of it, whether you wanted it or not. Like, it took you some time to realize what this particular wish that you wanted is. I feel like you were slowly coming to the realization of what this wish is. I don't know. This is making me think of manifestation. Like, maybe you have a notebook somewhere where every day you were kind of tweaking your manifestation, or maybe you're being called to do that. But like, the same idea is still very much the same. For example, maybe you wanted to manifest a home or a house, but like every so often you would change like where you wanted it to be, how big or small you wanted the home to be, who you wanted to live with, if anybody, what the circumstances of that home were. I'm going to get one more just to clarify this. We have Benevolent Guide, which is interesting. These two cards came out previously. Maybe you're coming from other piles. But I am seeing that you're going to have help with this. For this pile, it's going to be somebody physical. Because even though Benevolent Guide, I'm thinking more of a spirit guide. In this particular reading, it's making me think that you're going to have outside help. Because I'm literally seeing a fairy godmother. I'm literally seeing somebody who has the answers or who will be able to guide you through this particular situation. So for example, if we're sticking with the example of a home, if you're manifesting a home, you might find the perfect real estate agent to be able to, find you the exact home you want. Or it could be finding a perfect roommate who will have, who will be able to help you afford this home with you, or place to stay. So take this as it resonates. Let's go ahead and get the rest of your cards to see what wish is being granted. For my pile 3, we have connect with your ancestors. I think some of you are coming from, I want to say it was pile 1. So maybe some of you are connecting with your ancestors regarding this. I'm hearing that you are doing some healing regarding this particular wish is what I'm hearing. You're not going to be aware that this healing is actually going to open the door for you to obtain this wish. A lot of you, you've already done this. You've already done the healing with your ancestral patterns or family patterns that you weren't aware of. Let's get another card. We have clean your space. So, I've mentioned this before in other videos. When you clean up your space, this is very much a feng shui thing. When you clean up your space, you will essentially make room for new energy to come in or allow new energy to come in. And it will be very specific. Like if you clean a specific area of your home or your living space, it calls in that particular area within feng shui to you. So let's say you have a money sector within your, and this is true whether you have a bedroom or whether you have a whole house. It doesn't matter what the situation is. Your feng shui will be determined by several positions. And some of you may not even be aware of this, but you're cleaning out a certain space within your living area. And that's actually going to help draw in whatever it is that you need from this wish. Like I said, a lot of you are actively working towards this, and the majority of you are not even aware of it. I feel like the benevolent guide is actually like small nudges from the universe that are telling you to do very random specific things that are actually helping you energetically bring your wish in. So for example, if you're calling in more money, you're going to be very drawn to wanting to clean out a particular side of your home or living space. And that's actually going to bring in more abundance or money or health. I think I've mentioned this before because I remember cleaning out my bathroom of all places, and it had been a while since I'd cleaned out that bathroom. And immediately within the week, something happened, something shifted, somebody moved out, like a big thing happened that week. So, I just need you to understand, you're probably not even aware. Maybe you are. For those of you who do work with things like feng shui and energy, you maybe are very aware. But a lot of you, you're not even aware that you're actively doing things to make this wish come in faster, because this is a big transformative wish. It's something that's going to impact you for the rest of your life. But let's go ahead and get one more card. One more card for my pile 3. We have massage. And similarly, kind of like feng shui, there are also parts of your body that can help you do certain things. I'm thinking of reflexology, and I don't know what the version of that for the entire body is. I guess acupuncture. But certain parts of our body also resonate with certain feelings, certain emotions, and you might be healing that particular part of your body, or maybe focusing a little bit more on it to bring in specific things. So for example, if you want to manifest it through speaking it into existence, you might be clearing out a lot of throat chakra ailments. If you are needing to be more grounded, more rooted, feeling safe and secure in reality, you might be doing something with your legs and feet. If you need the confidence for it, something with your stomach. But massage, you could benefit from a massage. You could be manifesting that itself. But there is a feeling here that you're actually calling in something by healing a part of your body. And for some of you, it could actually be healing a part of your body. It could be that wish that is being granted. So it all depends. But you're literally putting mind, body, and soul into this. And it's not gonna feel like it. Like, I don't see any extra effort being put in. It's just happening naturally because every being of you, every essence, every atomic part of you is just like, I need this to manifest. That's why Pluto is here, because it's very intense energy, and your all is quite literally being pulled into manifesting whatever it is that this is. And I really do say manifesting because this is what it feels like. It feels like you said your wish out into the world, and your guides were like, okay, we're gonna work with you to manifest this because this is what you want. So yeah, I feel like that's what this card is saying. Trust that your angels are working behind the scenes to help you. Yeah, trust that things are working out in your favor. This is the way they work out in your favor, is that every day you do something small that you're not even aware of to bring this closer to you. And I feel like this is going to be how you view the world from now on once it happens. Like, every little thing you do leads you a little bit closer to your manifestation. So let's go ahead and get your astro cards to see anything else we need to know about this particular wish. I'm not seeing any specific wish, unless, of course, like I said, it's massage. But I know it's transformative, and I know it's long-lasting. We have Aquarius, collaborate. Like I said, you're calling in people to help you out. And Juno, partnership. For some of you, your partners may be able to help you out. If you're already in a relationship, they could be the ones helping you out. They could be part of the key to manifesting this as well. Maybe you'll meet them and they'll help you see this wish come true. For example, if you wish to travel the world and your partner just happens to be from another country, you're going to do that while being with your partner, while in pursuit of, getting to know your partner. Another way of seeing this is maybe they'll be able to help fund something, or maybe they're able to help you out with something. For some of you, it could be a partner itself that you are trying to manifest, because you could, and if it is, you're going to start out as friends and you're going to end up being in a relationship or a friendship. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. Juno makes me think of marriage, but partnership itself could also be something just like a long-lasting friendship. So take it how it resonates. Like I said, does not have to be romantic. And I am thinking about yes to heaven. If you dance, I'll dance. And if you don't, I'll dance anyway. It's like, if somebody wants to join me in this, that's great. But if they don't, I can do it on my own too. So yeah, I kind of love this. And then back of the deck, we have Cancer with immerse, but it also makes me think of how Cancer relates to the home. So maybe some of you really are calling in a house or a home or something along those lines. Let's go ahead and get your BuzzFeed Oracle cards. These are going to be very random. And they could have something to do with your wish as well. This could also have something to do with family. Maybe some of you are trying to call in, for example, if you want to manifest a child and maybe you've been having trouble manifesting a pregnancy. Again, all the small things you do are going to lead to that. Maybe you eat certain foods that make you more fertile, or you will want to, do the thing during certain more fertile parts of the month. And some of those things come very naturally to us. Like, we're not aware of this. Our bodies are wired to want to be more, physically active with our partners or other people whenever we're the most fertile. And even, again, if that's not what you want, if having children isn't your thing, if that's not a wish, that's how it will feel when it comes to this wish in general. Like, during certain points of the month, our moons are activated so that we're a lot more prone to manifesting, or more actively willing to manifest. So think about working with cycles to manifest whatever this is. The fact that I keep using that word just lets me know that manifestation lets me know that you're actively doing something. So we have anteater for animals. We have chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets makes me think that maybe you're getting this in small increments. Like, maybe this is a wish that is going to be fulfilled like one by one, or it could be multiple of this that you are getting as well. We also have fun-shaped nuggets. So the fact that we have nuggets twice, it's kind of like you get it at first, but then you have more fun manifesting this thing. So let's say it's money that you are trying to manifest. Like, you get a little bit of very practical money and you use that for bills, for things that you need just every day. And then suddenly you start calling in even more money. And then that money, because it's extra that you don't really need or that you can have fun with, you will use for funner activities like a vacation, or maybe to buy something you've always wanted. That's just an example that is being shown. That doesn't have to be the case, of course, but whatever you're calling in, it's going to be multiples, and like I said, long lasting. And then the last card is going to be eggplant. I mean, I did speak about pregnancy. Maybe this is something somebody's trying to manifest, or a partner. This could be something you're trying to manifest, but regardless, let's say you're trying to wish for more time off from work, or you're trying to wish for vacations or travel. Again, the first vacation or travel may just be your basic vacation or traveling place, like you're traveling for practical reasons, or the vacation is just, you know, what you do. You're just going to have some time off. But then the more vacations come, it's like you're going to want to go to funner places. You're going to want to go to more interesting places, or you know, just that kind of idea. Like it becomes more and more, and the more you have it, the more you have fun with it. With eggplant, though, I am thinking of the color purple, which is making me think of the third eye. And you're going to be calling in a lot of your intuition here. Like, you're going to be intuitively guided to this. And then Anteater, I'm reading from the book, because the animals that this deck gives me, I have no opinion of. Like, every animal that's come out, I'm just like, that's interesting. And I don't even really know what anteaters look like, even though this image here is just showing like its face. We have opportunity, crafty, and greedy. Yeah, so I feel like there's going to be an opportunity for you to, oh, that makes sense, because an anteater just eats and eats more ants. Yeah, you're going to have an opportunity to have this in abundance. For some of you, it might be abundance itself that you are trying to manifest or wish for. But in general, this wish that is being granted for you, it's going to bring in abundance, and it's going to keep bringing more and more of whatever it is that you want. So, of course, if the wish that you have is for kids, I don't think it's going to be calling in even more and more kids, unless, of course, that's what you want. I just feel like it's going to call in more and more of whatever that child is meant to bring for you, whether that's time away from work and focus on the home, or more time with your partner and family, etc. I feel like whatever this wish is that you want, in conjunction with that wish, it's going to bring more of a feeling or a situation that you've actually wanted. Take that as it resonates, but you are going to be working a lot with your third eye. You're going to be working in conjunction with the world to manifest this through every aspect of your life, whether it's your living space, whether it's your body, or people around you, or your guides around you. So just take that into consideration. And it's very transformative as well. It's going to change your life. We also have number 10 coming through, because we have 1010. The Pluto card is also a 10. We have 34, we have 31, 11, 14, 9, 4. We have 4 several times, so that could also be an important number. Maybe somebody here is a life path 4, but 4 makes me think of stability as well. So again, something that you, I don't want to say you work hard toward it, but you are working toward it, again, without realizing. So yeah, I'm loving this. I'm not getting a clear view of what the wish is. I'm just seeing that it's going to keep coming. And you're going to get a lot more of it than you realize. And it's going to get more fun every time. So again, if it's money, it starts off very basic. You call in very basic amounts, and it helps pay your bills. But then you get even more money. And with that money, you use it for fun. And you use it for, you know, luxuries and things that you've always wanted. Like you get to have fun with your money, essentially, after all the bills are paid and the rent is due. And if it's a home, I feel like, yeah, you call in the home at first, and then you call in fun things you can do with this home. But let's go ahead and look at the tarot. So it's been a few days since I've actually done the tarot. Since I've done the last reading, because I like to take breaks. But we're going to see how this wish is going to affect you. The first one is going to be how it affects you physically. Second is going to be emotionally. Third is going to be how spirit is working with you for this, or how it will affect you spiritually. Fourth is going to be any effects it will have on, long-term effects that you will have. And the fourth one is going to be effects it will have on you in general. how it's going to change you. So let's get the first card. Physically, Empress. This is going to give you a major glow up. Like I said, if kids is having having kids is a thing for you, this is just confirmation of that, because she does have a pregnant belly and the Empress is the pregnancy card. But if not, it's going to make you have a major glow up. Like you're going to be recognizably getting better looking. You're going to literally have a glow about you regardless. I feel like this, whatever this wish is, it's going to look good on you, or it's going to help you look good. For example, if it's money, you're going to be able to afford a bunch of either good clothes or beauty products, or I almost said procedures. I don't know if somebody here wants cosmetic surgery. Maybe that's a thing, but it's gonna be able to afford you looking good. Regardless, you're gonna look good because of this. For some of you, you could be wishing for something physical itself as well. It's just also letting me know that you're calling this in. You don't have to go out of your way to do this. Emotionally, how's this affecting you? Eight of Pentacles. It's going to teach you to be very grateful for all the things that you've worked hard toward. Because I feel like you're going to feel, even though, again, like I said, you're not going to actively be doing much to get this in, but it's going to feel, you're going to feel grateful regardless. You're going to have that feeling that you worked hard for it, even though you didn't. It's also going to teach you good work ethic. All right, let's get something spiritual. We have the Knight of Swords. You're going to learn to listen to your intuition a lot more. If you're talking to your guides, I feel like you're going to learn to communicate with them a lot more effectively, especially for those of you who've always gotten intuitive hints and never really listened to them, or who always got signs, but you're like, that's not really for me, or maybe you second-guessed yourself a lot. This is going to teach you how to better, oh, let me focus that camera. There we go. This is going to teach you how to focus. That makes sense, because the Knight of Swords is nothing if not focused and determined on getting a point across. I really like this, actually. And this is in the terms of spirituality, the realm of spirituality. All right, let's get a card for how any long-lasting effects this is going to have on you. We have the Queen of Swords. This is going to bring about clarity. Lots of Swords energy lets me know that it's actually going to affect the people around you as well as your community. Definitely how you communicate and definitely how you speak. But there's something here about you understanding how to work with the universe to gain what you want. This is like, I keep imagining you going to Hogwarts and learning magic. Because doesn't she, yeah, there's an owl here. There's a little owl right here. And it almost looks like, oh, what's her name? The pretty little white owl in Harry Potter. That's what it makes me think of. And last card is going to be how it affects you in general. We have Five of Swords. You're going to learn how not to take things so personally anymore, is what I'm seeing. Because you're going to have a sense of detachment. Because Five of Swords is a loss or being defeated or like a no-win situation, but you're going to learn how to not take things personally anymore. Like instead of seeing a no-win situation, you're going to learn how to pick up the pieces and work with that to get something better. Because I see your mindset and your attitude shifting as a result of this, which is very interesting. Especially next to the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords doesn't get disappointed. She learns from her mistakes and moves on. So yeah, let's go ahead and clarify these. Very amazing energy. I'm loving everything I'm reading so far for you, Pile 3. Sorry, I was distracted by the Knight of Swords. Which here, she's actually, I want to say this is more of a feminine person. Or at least she looks like it. So definitely in your feminine energy for sure. Maybe some of you are trying to tap into your feminine energy or heal it somehow. You could be calling in a woman as well. Like maybe you're calling in specifically feminine people into your life. Just take it as it resonates. But let's go ahead and clarify these energies. To clarify the Empress, your physical appearance or physical. We have Three of Wands. This is moving forward. I'm also hearing, yeah, moving forward, expansion. I feel like you're going to learn how to keep going with something. I feel like this is a wish or a manifestation that never really stops. You just keep going with it. Hence why you get more of it in. Hence why it just gets better and better and more fun every time for you, Pile 3. The emotions, we have the Two of Pentacles. This has been coming out a lot in these types of readings, where anytime I get the emotional side, I get Two of Pentacles. In astrology, this would be Moon in I want to say it's Moon in Capricorn. I will look into it, or actually, I think it tells me right here. Yeah, Moon in Capricorn, because here's Capricorn. Or Jupiter in Capricorn. Regardless, you're going to learn how to hold on to the things you have, how to balance things out. Again, if it's calling in money, you're going to learn how to put some away into like a savings account, and then how to use some to actually pay off things that you need. As I said that, my right ear started ringing very slightly, so I guess that's just confirmation for those of you who are calling in money, and to not, I don't think you're gonna learn. You're not gonna want to spend it for fun right away. I feel like some of you, if you are wishing for money, it's because you really do need to pay off certain bills. So a lot of it will go there first, but then more will come in, and you can use that for fun. It's learning to balance your expectations of the wishes that you make, and the fruits of your labor as well. Learning to balance the rewards that you bring in. Okay, let's clarify this Knight of Swords energy. The spiritual side, let's clarify her. We have Nine of Wands. I'm hearing knowing exactly what to do when Spirit gives you the call. It's like getting ready for battle or getting ready for war, but knowing exactly what to do when Spirit calls you to do something. It's like learning not to give up either, because this is the Nine of Wands. I was thinking the Seven of Wands for a moment, but the Nine of Wands is very similar. Knowing not to give up, learning not to lose sight of your vision, and to keep believing even when everything else around you seems to tell you otherwise. Like, for example, maybe you just keep getting... yeah, it's just belief. Like, I'm being told not to give you an example because I don't want to put any negativity into this, but it's learning to believe it before you see it, and that this is how it's going to happen. This is how it's going to come through. Yeah, no negativity here. I'm being told not to give you an example because I was going to give you one, but it was going to be negative, and they were like, no, just believe it and it will come through. Let's go ahead and clarify how it will have a long-lasting effect on you. Eight of Swords. Again, there's this past version of you used to doubt everything, used to doubt that it would happen, used to doubt that it would come true, would give up right before you were about to hit the jackpot is what I'm hearing. You would give up right before the second to last step or the next step in getting your manifestation or your wish. Because again, this is something you actively work toward. At least in the past you did. And now you're learning to go through the motions of making your wish come true. But I'm being told not to put it that way because they don't want it to make it seem that it's work. It's just you being in the right places in the right time to receive this. It's like you can order your package from whatever it is online, but if you're not there at the door to receive it, how will it come in? How will you get it? It's like, yes, you can send that order off and it will come to you and it's literally right at the door, but it's like you cancel it right before it gets delivered and then they take it away. You have to understand that you still have to step through a door, bring that package in, and you will get your manifestation. Some of you are learning to work with this. You're learning to receive. And then the last card, we have Nine of Cups. Yeah, wish fulfillment. Learning to be satisfied. Learning to receive your wishes. Receive the manifestations. Learning to bask in the fruits of your labor. I feel like this is why. It's kind of like a delayed order. You know how when you order something multiple times and then you never receive it, so you keep ordering? So then you stop and then suddenly one day it comes in. And then the next day the two more come in. And then before you know it, you have like hundreds of these things because you ordered it. This is what it's going to be like. Whatever you're wishing for, it's going to come in multiple numbers. It's coming in multiple numbers. Maybe the thing you wish for is something that should be in multiple numbers. For example, money. You don't just wish for $1, you wish for several. That's what I'm hearing. And then for some of you, it could be, again, maybe a vacation or traveling the world. When you travel the world, you don't just want to go to one place, or maybe you do, but then that opens the avenue to other places that you want to travel to. Because I feel like once you've traveled once, you don't just want to leave it at that. I feel like you want to go to other places because you realize how easy it is to travel, or how the thought of it was a lot heavier than actually doing it. At least to me personally, like for example, getting on an airplane and flying somewhere seems and sounds like a lot of work, but then you do it and it's nothing, and I say this having, been on planes several times. Like the idea is always heavier than the actual flight, or maybe like getting there could be a little bit, but once you get over that, it's fine. But anyway, let's go to the back of the deck. We have the Five of Wands. Again, letting me know that you're going to be this is going to be fun to you. I know Five of Wands, for a lot of people, it's like conflict or fight or whatever. For me, it's like working out. Like at first you hate it, but then you get used to the movement and then it becomes fun. It's like play fighting, if you will. Like it seems awful, but then like when dogs are play fighting with each other, you think, oh no, they hate each other. No, they're having fun. That's how they release tension and stress, is by play fighting. So whatever this is, at first it seems daunting. The idea of it is heavier than the actual thing. So you're going to get used to that. I think this is why the Queen of Swords came through here. You had to change your perspective on how you view this. Like you could see it as difficult, but the truth is, once you manage how to do this, it's way easier. So I like this. I really like this energy for you, pile 3. So yeah, I still don't know what it is. Empress makes me think of abundance, makes me think of fertility for those of you who want to create. It could be creativity as well. Maybe you want to create something and you don't have any ideas. So you're going to get one idea and then another one. And then after that, it's going to be like you working in conjunction with your creativity to make several things. What else is coming through? Travel. I also mentioned travel a lot. So yeah, whatever it is, you're manifesting it and then it's going to come in like a lot more. Like a lot more of it is going to come in. But let's go ahead and get some closing messages, some closing advice for you, pile 3. We're going to look at tea leaves as well as your angel messages just to clarify anything. Starting with the angel cards. For example, if you're trying to manifest clients, you'll get a few clients and they're going to be, your base clients at first. They're just going to be the amount that you need for getting your business or something off the ground. And then you start getting even more interesting clients. Like they'll network you with other people, or you'll call in like specific ones that are actually very fun to deal with. That kind of idea. All right, let's get your angel card. We have trust. You are looking at a situation from a purely physical perspective, and therefore you cannot see the bigger picture and the blessings interwoven within this event. We, your angels, urge you to trust, for all will work out in the best way possible. Let go of your fear and apprehension, and allow God's healing energy to flow to you. Trust, for all will heal in ways you never thought possible. Like I said, one big thing that this is going to change you, it's going to be your ability to trust in the universe, to trust in your manifestations and your wishes, and to trust that things will get progressively better, that they have no choice but to get better. It's going to be you speaking things into existence that you never thought you could. Things are just going to get so much easier, better, and more abundant for you. Like you have no choice but to go in that direction. And then your tea leaf cards. We're going to get, maybe this will give us a little bit more direct thing of what this is. For my pile 3, we have marriage. So like I said, I feel like a partner will help you out with this, or somebody that is like a long-term best friend, or a friend that you rely on very closely. Because for example, if the wish is marriage, I don't think you're going to call in multiple marriages. I think you're just going to call in more time to spend with your person, or more like a closeness that just gets better every day, every month, every year. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be a relationship that grows with you. We also have star, guaranteed success. I love this, and I was feeling this a lot, that there's gonna be success in whatever it is that you are wishing for here, pile 3. And again, the star is something we wish on, so this is something you're actively doing and manifesting. We have haystack. Karma, you will reap what you have sown. And I'm taking this in a good way. Like you've put in a lot of good energy and a lot of good effort into this, so you will benefit from all the good you put into this. We have dog, close up, pleasure with a close friend. I feel like some of you might be calling in friends, and like I said, like you get one friend and then you make more friends from here. A friend could help you out with this. This could be, if we're talking about marriage or a relationship, somebody that starts off as a close friend as well. And then the last card for my pile 3. Broom. New home, new attitude. I was talking about a new home for some of you. Maybe this is just confirmation that this is what you're bringing in. Regardless, I feel like you're bringing in a lot of good things. This is amazing. And then back of the decks, I happen to glance at it. We have bread, Period of prosperity and abundance. Yeah, you're calling in abundance regardless, and I'm loving this energy for you, pile 3. Just know that you're calling in a lot of whatever it is that you wished for. So let me know what it is, and hopefully it is something that, you know, makes sense to have more and more of. But this is where I leave you, pile 3. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Hello there, pile 4. Sorry, I had to put this flower down really quickly. My camera was acting weird. But if you chose this cute little sunflower looking crochet flower, then we have a reading here for you about what your next wish coming true is, what wish will be granted of yours. And we're going to look into the oracles to see the nature of this wish. For most of these piles, I wasn't really getting anything very directly or specific. It's more like the energy of it, as well as like the nature of this and how it's going to affect you, both short term and long term. But regardless, we're going to go ahead and look at the card you chose. And we have 15. Your love for others is powerful, and you are able to spread your gift of support far and wide. Your curious and social nature brings you in contact with a variety of people, all who would benefit from your warm, heartfelt words of wisdom. I am wise. So, I'm getting that some of you, your wish is actually to help others. Like maybe you have no idea how to, or maybe you've never really thought of a good way that you could somehow help other people. So this is going to be something that is going to be fulfilled. That's one very specific thing coming through. It's not going to be for everybody, of course, but I feel like for a lot of you, if you're wondering, like, for example, if you wanted to create a business or a service or something and you wanted to help others or do something that people would really like, it's going to come through. And you're going to channel it very quickly, and it's going to come, like the idea is going to come to you very specifically. You're going to want to write things down. You're going to be called to like plan this out essentially, because my third eye is brimming with words right now and ideas to just keep going on. I'm channeling very directly for some of you. Maybe for some of you it's channeling. Maybe some of you do already channel, but it's very interesting. Let's go ahead and go on to the oracle cards though, because I want to get a little bit more information about this while my third eye is still hot. It's very interesting. I feel like some of you have a very active and very strong third eye, because the energy between this sub pile and the others is so different. All right, we have sparks of light. Yeah, this is how it's gonna come through, like in flashes of an inspiration or flashes of ideas. So you're going to want to write it down. A lot of you, especially if you already have like a particular notebook or maybe a file on your tablet, on your computer, whatever, you're going to want to write it down. Probably computer though, because if you're channeling as fast as I am, you're probably going to have trouble keeping up with your ideas. We have iron. This makes me think of something very useful, but also something steady and kind of like the base of something. So the idea will start small and it will grow from there. This is number 22 for those of you who are a Master Life Path 22. Just confirmation there. Also, Mars energy lets me know this is going to give you a lot of energy. Even on days when you're tired of everything else, I feel like you will find the inspiration and the energy to work on this regardless. For example, I love this channel so much. I love tarot so much. I love energy work so much. Even on days that I am exhausted, I will always find the energy to do these readings. And I'm not sure if it ever comes across on camera or not. I think sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. But this is going to be something that gives you just a boost of energy, a boost of inspiration. Like it's not going to tire you out, whatever this is. Like you may be tired for everything else, but not for this particular wish or this particular manifestation, if that's what it is. Let's get one more card. We have oil of vitriol. Oil of vitriol. I will look into this, but it's very transformative, whatever it is that you're doing. Also, these colors, even though this is more orange, I'm taking it as red. It makes me think of the stoplights, the traffic lights in the US, where we have green for go, yellow to slow down, and red for stop. So I feel like you will know when to work on this, when to give it a rest, and when to just, slow down. This is very quite literally visions and messages from your spirit guides, from your intuition, from the universe about how to go about doing this. It's very interesting that your wish is coming through this way. I feel like you're going to get very clear signs and messages about this particular manifestation. For a lot of you, it is a manifestation, but it's also a wish. These last two piles, you've taken wish and manifestation to be essentially the same thing. Let's go ahead and get your self-care oracle, sacred self-care oracle cards. We have sound healing. Some of you may listen to very specific frequencies that are going to help you out with this. I feel like this is actually a project you're going to be working on long term, and your wish may be for this project to turn out exactly the way you want it to, or to, again, gain inspiration for it, to maybe this project itself will bring in something that you are wishing for as well. So again, it feels like a manifestation, but it's actually a little bit of work that you're putting in. So listening to certain frequencies could help you out here. We also have write a gratitude list, but she's also writing in a notebook. Again, some of you are going to write down these things, and maybe some of you are actively manifesting it. Gratitude is also making me think that you will be very grateful in your steps along the way, like maybe just randomly taking a break and being grateful for all the work that you've accomplished towards this, or even all the insights and intuitive hints that you've gotten towards this. To be grateful for them will just bring in more of this. So I'm loving this energy. I see you actively working toward it. We also have connect with your womb. This makes me think of creativity. 5 is an important number in this particular pile because we have 15 twice, 15 and 15. Then we have 55 here. And then we have 35 here as well. So 5 is a number here. And I forget what 5 resonates with because I don't know a lot of life path 5s actually. But 5 could be important here. Let me go ahead and let me see if I can find 5 in the book from this particular angel number deck. Okay, so the deck doesn't have a book, but it does have the 5 numbers. And for 5, we have I am adaptable. Flexibility is your forte. When life throws you a curveball, you can easily adapt to new circumstances and find excitement in the unexpected change. Be brave and bold in your endeavors. And then we have 55. I am evolving. Substantial changes in your future. Embrace the change and a need to overcome your insecurities and let go of your fears. So yeah, evolving and adaptable and wisdom. I feel like you are changing with this, which is funny because I think this is the one of the few piles in which Pluto or Plutonic energy didn't really come through, at least not yet. Let me go ahead and get your rune card to see what is coming through. We have Othala, and this is family patterns. This is what you inherit from your family, an inheritance. I feel like you are actually, I'm hearing not just breaking ancestral patterns, but this could be something you are doing with or because of your family. Somehow, like either they inspire you to do this or maybe you're doing it for them. So definitely something that has to do with the family, the home, maybe your children if you have any. Also, the colors are very resonant with this. The yellow, the red, and the green. I know these are colors that are very common in like certain African countries. Like this color combination is very common in that area. So if you have ancestry from there, this could just be confirmation, or if you live there, it could be confirmation as well. And also Rastafarian culture, I think. Correct me if I am wrong. It's been a minute. But it makes me think of that. So maybe those colors are just like prominent to your heritage somehow. But let's go ahead and get your astro cards. For my pile 4. What about their wish? How is their wish coming true? What wish is being granted? Maybe some of you are wanting to connect with your family. Maybe you want to go back to like your family's original country, regardless of where they're from. And maybe you'll get that opportunity because the card you got is 42, 4th house, home. And a lot of these piles have had to deal with home and family and ancestry as well. We also have 12th house, introspection. And this could be something about undoing certain patterns within yourself, or undoing like certain negative traits that you grew up with. These are the things that you didn't necessarily want to inherit, but you did. Or maybe just things that are psychologically affecting you. I feel like you are healing through making this come true, or through actively working for this. Let me go ahead and read with Sparks of Light and Oil of Vitriol from the book. For my pile 4, I keep wanting to say 3. I'm sorry if I call you pile 3. So from the book, we have acidity, resentment, and purification. When the green lion appears, a great alchemical reckoning is afoot. Long-standing frustration and imbalance cause this regal creature to lash out unconsciously, consuming all in its path. Be prepared for emotional turmoil as the lion thrashes about, don't worry, these changes are necessary for growth and in the end will be a relief to all. Purification is the lion's aim, and it's determined to get there one way or another. What this makes me think of is like when you are so frustrated with a particular project that you lash out or you break down, and as soon as you do that, like something happens because you have been keeping a particular emotion so bottled up within you, so like I'm feeling the pressure build within you, and it just becomes too much that you break down or you lash out. I don't think at anybody. I think it's going to be mostly at yourself or maybe even at this project. And then something opens here, something happens, and this is where that 12th house introspection comes through. It's like you didn't realize that you cared so much about this, or you didn't realize what the trigger of this entire thing was, like what triggered this particular wish. Like why are you wishing for this? Why did you make that wish? And then you realize, oh, it's because I have an unfulfilled need, or because I really don't want to let somebody down, or because I've never felt this way before and I want this to happen. I'm hearing for some of you that you've never wanted something as much as you've wanted this, or maybe some of you've never really wanted anything but you want this. So this could be a feeling of something that I feel like a lot of you don't really have desires, or maybe you don't really typically make a lot of wishes. Like maybe you're a very simple person, or you were just going about your way, but then this desire built within you for this particular wish or manifestation, and it's like, wow, I've never cared about something like this. So for a lot of you, it's emotional. Whatever this is, it's actually a lot more emotional than you care to believe. It may be, especially if you're not an emotional person with the 12th house here. I say this as a moon 12th house, I bottle up all my emotions, and that's awful for a Pisces moon because we are so emotional. So definitely acknowledge how you feel about this. Ask yourself questions as well, like why did you make this particular wish? Why do you want this to come true? And once it comes to you, make sure you understand that, because you could have this wish fulfilled, and if you don't understand yourself why, or if you don't understand the aspect of yourself as to why you wanted this, it could be, I'm not saying it's going to slip through your fingers, but you may not appreciate it as much, or you may not understand why you have it, if that makes any sense. Because that's why the gratitude is coming through. I feel like gratitude could be something you're bottling up as well. Not saying that you're ungrateful. It's more like you have become so used. It's like, you know how a spoiled child is so used to having everything that they're not grateful. So when they don't have it, they don't. It's like that. And I'm not trying to make that seem like a bad thing. I'm just here to remind you that gratitude goes a long way in you both receiving and keeping the beautiful things that you've wished for in this life, pile 4. Let's go ahead and read for sparks of light, because that I'm more interested in. We have hope, sensation, and exhilaration. The scintillate card arrives just in the nick of time, leaving a trail of celestial light to guide the way. Follow these flickers as if they are alchemical cues, guiding you to an illumined state. When this card appears, it's likely that there has been a lull or void of direction in the laboratory. Some may even say the lights have been turned off, but in the deep void of darkness, a messenger of hope arrives, flickering and shimmering with enthusiasm. You might feel the scintillate as a childlike giddiness, the presence of magic, a vision in a dream, or a simple readiness to wake up from a long slumber. This is a whole story, really. It's a whole story. Iron would be the base of, like, this is you making the wish. This is you starting with this, just with basic metal. And then we have the sparks of light, or whichever comes first, either the lashing out and then the sparks come in, or small sparks come in and then you lash out. And it's like they're somehow all interwoven here, that there's a story that goes along with your particular wish. There is a big reason and a big meaning behind this wish that is going to be granted for you, pile 4. And I feel it's stronger than in any of the previous piles. It's kind of like people could write a story about this. It could be a memoir for some of you, because it's very deeply rooted in either something from your family or something that your family either saw in you or didn't see in you. Or for some of you, it's breaking ancestral patterns, or maybe it's a wish and a dream of, like, maybe your grandparents that you are actually seeing through. Because we have the 4th house and the 12th house. 4th house being family and home. 12th house being that which we don't see or acknowledge, or which has been kept away for a very long time. With connect with your womb, it could be something to do with the mother as well. But mostly I'm seeing creative energy. And I'm seeing a lot of healing. This pile is really something else. It's really something else. Like, there is such a deep meaning behind your wish, and I feel like that's why you get it. This is why things come true for you, pile 4. Let's go ahead and get the rest of your cards. I'm using the BuzzFeed Oracle cards. These are going to be very random. They're just little animals, things, colors that are going to come through for my pile 4. We have delivery brown. Some of you could be waiting on a lot of packages. Maybe this says actually something physical and it's going to come in a particular package. We also have unicorn. Yeah, this is something special for sure. And it's something that doesn't come along in every lifetime. We have waves. So I'm thinking of emotion. Like the emotion comes in waves. The emotions for you come in waves. And then MP3 downloads. So you could be getting intuitive hints through music. Again, this is that sound healing. Maybe you're listening to certain songs that actually vibrate at a frequency and you're not even realizing it. I forget how it goes, and maybe there's videos about this, but like happy songs will all sound in a certain way, or they're all in a certain key, and certain keys are certain frequencies. Like sad songs will have a certain key and that's a frequency, and then like aggressive songs will have another key and that's that. It's like happy songs, sad songs, songs about excitement, songs that are, you know, a little bit more laid back and sexy. It all depends. But I feel like this is just part of that sound healing that is coming through. So yeah, this one's going to be pretty deep, pile 4. And I'm not exactly sure what the wish is. I just know that you are working toward it. And the outcome of it is what you really wish for. You wish for a good outcome to your project or whatever it is that you are working on. I think it's that simple. I really think it is. But let's go ahead and look at your tarot cards if this resonates with you, if this sounds like something that you are currently going through. I want to thank you again for clicking on this reading and for visiting my channel. I love doing this, and I feel like this pile, like, my heart goes out to you because you put a lot of heart and a lot of meaning into whatever it is that you're doing, regardless of whether it's this wish or not. I feel like this is just the kind of person you are. You can't help but put your all into the things that you want, because that's just how you were programmed. That's just how you were made. All right, so for the tarot portion, we're going to see how it's going to affect you physically, emotionally, spiritually, long term, and then you as a person. And we might get more insight into what exactly this is as well. For my pile 4, we've got the Fool. So physically, this is gonna rejuvenate you is what I'm hearing. It's gonna give you a sense of going with the flow, especially if you're somebody who's usually more uptight or very rigid in your scheduling or very serious. This is gonna loosen you up a lot. People are gonna like this. You're gonna seem a lot happier, a lot more carefree. It's gonna look good on you. Let's go ahead and get emotional though. We have 2 of Cups. You're going to learn to make connections with people. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It could be friendships as well. You could be reconnecting with certain people in your family if this is something that is based on family ties. But for a lot of you, you're learning to reconnect with people. You're going to be a lot more open to the friendships around you. I feel like for some of you, the wish could be to bring people together as well. And this may be exactly what happens. Spiritually, we have the Page of Swords. Similar to a previous pile, you're going to learn how to connect with Source a little bit more. I think for a lot of you, you're not actively looking for spiritual guidance in this, but maybe this is opening the pathway for you to do so in future projects or in future endeavors. Because after all, you are at a tarot reading talking about wishes being fulfilled. So maybe this is something you're going to learn to do, like how to manifest and such. Let's go ahead and get your next card for long-term effects of this wish. We have the Emperor. You're going to be in control. You might be stepping into your masculine energy. I apologize if you hear the lawnmower in the background, by the way. I'm not sure how loud that is for you. But you're learning to be in very masculine, in control energy. And then the last card about how it's going to affect you, we have the Moon. So again, this is the subconscious coming through. I think the biggest outcome of this wish that is being fulfilled, it's kind of like a MacGuffin. Like, it's not the wish being fulfilled that is actually important here. It's the journey to it and what you learn about yourself as a result of this wish coming true. Because I'm hearing MacGuffin, I'm seeing that the outcome of this wish is actually not that important, unless of course it deals with people and connections and something of the heart. It's more like what is being revealed about you, because it's being revealed something that you didn't realize was within yourself that you needed to always look at. Very interesting. Let's go ahead and clarify these cards though. To clarify the Fool, your physical appearance, your outer appearance, we have the Six of Wands. You're going to be very successful in this, whatever it is. I do see you being congratulated as a result. I do see you being like having a party because of this. Like you're going to be celebrated. If this is something you can win, you will win it, or at least be in good standing with it. Emotionally, we have the Eight of Pentacles. This is another gratitude card for me. At least I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if it's here. I'm being told to take it as gratitude. Being happy with the rewards of your labor, being happy with the results of this project. For a lot of you, this is a project. And then spiritually, Three of Wands. It's kind of like you never thought to ask Spirit to help you with something like this. It's like you never thought to ask the universe to help you with this particular project. Again, maybe this is why you're here. Maybe this is the first time you are actively looking to ask Spirit to help you with something like a work project, and you didn't realize you could work with energy. For a lot of you, this is going to be like the tip of the iceberg in working with energy to manifest and I'm hearing manipulate a certain outcome. And I'm being told not to take that word manipulate in a bad way. It's more like you're working with energy to bring good for everyone around you, or to make things work in your favor. I'm trying not to make it seem bad. This is things working out for you. This is very much lucky girl syndrome for some of you. Let's see any effects on you long term. We have the Eight of Swords. This is you not being afraid of your own power anymore. This is you not being afraid of using your talents and gifts that Spirit has given you to make things work out to your advantage, because you deserve to win. I promise you, a lot of like the athletes and top CEOs, people who are successful, they use some sort of either mental or spiritual clarity to gain whatever it is that you want. It's been shown that a lot of CEOs, they meditate. They meditate and they work with law of attraction and all kinds of things. I promise you, they are spending a lot of their millions on things like this, even though it doesn't seem that way. Or even athletes, they tune in a lot to music, and music definitely wires a part in their brain that attunes them to success. I'm saying that because I'm thinking of the Olympics that are starting right now as I am filming this. So yeah, you're going to learn to not be afraid of your power, and to not be afraid of conspiring with the universe to create what you want. This is actually interesting because in the previous pile 3, we had the Empress, and here we have the Emperor. So I guess you could see this as like the feminine version of the wish being granted and the masculine version of the wish being granted, if you were drawn to both of these piles. Very interesting. Let's go ahead and clarify the Moon. This is my most interesting card because you are finding things out about yourself that you didn't realize. And I think that's the most beautiful thing of all, pile 4, regardless of this wish. Like, let's just put your wish on the back burner for a moment. Let's talk about you. Maybe you haven't been focusing on yourself enough, because the High Priestess is coming through, letting me know a secret will be revealed about yourself. It could even be your own intuition that you haven't really learned to work with, or that you didn't realize was there, because ancestors came through. Maybe you have a long line of people who are very intuitive, because like I said, when I started this reading, my third eye was just going crazy with channeling. And maybe this project opens up that third eye and you can't close it anymore, because you were meant to work with it and you were meant to use it in every aspect of your life, including this project, including this wish, including manifestation. I'm loving this energy for you, and your guides are here to tell you to please take this advice to heart. Even if this reading isn't exactly what you wanted it to be, you need to understand that your intuition, your gifts, and your power are meant to be used to make the life that you want, because your guides, your ancestors do not want to see you be stuck in certain ways that you were never meant to be in. They don't want you to be stuck in certain ways that you feel you were meant to live in, because they want better for you. You know, if you do have, a family of immigrants, and let's face it, we're all immigrants at some point in our lives. Some point back in our families, like somebody traveled somewhere and we are where we are now. So people didn't come this far. We weren't meant to travel the world just so we could stay stuck somewhere, or even in a mentality, or even in a mindset. We were meant to grow. And part of the way one way that we grow is through tapping into our divine power, our divine energy, our manifestation, everything that comes through here. And this is why you succeed. This is why you will do great. If this wish being granted is going to be a sign of you heading in the right direction, I feel like this is what it is. And it's not just the one wish you were thinking about when you were clicking on this particular video or pile. It's going to be multiple. I think the signs are going to be so hard to ignore that you're going to wake I feel like you have already waken up, but you're going to wake up one day and your ancestors are going to be there to be part of the success that you that you've always wanted. Back of the deck is Six of Cups, letting me know that this is a childhood wish. This could also be family memories. It could be sentimentality. Overall, I see it as joy. I see it as unbridled childlike joy. The joy that children have that they never question, that they never once stop to think, do I deserve this? No, kids are happy because they're happy. And this is how you're meant to live life with this inner child. That I feel like your ancestors and like spirit in general kind of wishes people would stop with inner child, because it's not childlike to be happy and joyful. It should be our essence, our every being, as living humans, that we're always in this joy energy. I love this energy for you, pile 4. It almost got me in my feels a little bit, because I feel like I resonate with this a lot. But yeah, it's going to be hard to ignore your intuition, your powers, the amount of, like, you have a lot more power over the direction your life is going in, regardless of what is going on, regardless of whether this project is successful or not. Your wish is being granted in other ways, and you will see this. Oh my God, that was wonderful, pile 4. I haven't channeled that hard in a very long time, so this is great news. But let's go ahead and move on to your closing advice, because oh my God, this is beautiful energy. And I do see you calling in people who are meant to help you along with this, with the Two of Cups and the Six of Cups. Those are always great cards for people, for being surrounded by people. It could also, again, be your ancestors, your guides. But I feel like in general, it's going to be an amazing time. But you just have to dig deep within yourself and see why you're feeling a certain way about this. But let's go ahead and get your angel card to see what is coming through. We have healing. Listen to your heart, love. Love is the greatest healer. It has the capacity to balance and heal your emotions, thoughts, and perceptions, which in turn will heal you physically. Your angels are here with you and will help dissolve your fears. Trust in the power of love to guide you, and your life will magically transform. This card is confirmation that healing is occurring right now. Some of you are being very distracted by other things when you should be focusing on your healing and or your project. I feel like distractions come easily to you. Of course, some of you could have something like ADHD, and maybe that's why you have a hard time focusing. But I'm hearing that you have to set yourself up to receive the healing, to receive the blessings, to receive the downloads, the intuitive hits. I feel like getting rid of certain distractions is going to help right now, pile 4. Because as I was reading this, I was being very distracted when I wasn't really distracted previously in this entire pile. Very interesting energy. Let's go ahead and get your tea leaf cards. You know, it's interesting. As I was channeling all of that, it does take some of my energy to like channel that intensely, but it's like a good tired. You know how when you go to the gym and you're working out, but it feels great because you know you're doing something good for your body? That's what this whole wish is going to feel like. That's what this energy of this entire thing that you're going through is going to feel like. But let's get a little bit more regarding your wish. What is coming true? What is being granted? What is being fulfilled? We have Cup. You should accept valid criticism. I feel like you're going to be good at handling criticism going forward. I feel like a lot of you don't mind criticism. Like if somebody has something to tell you, you would rather hear it than not, because that's how you improve. We also have Broken Ring. Parting ways with either a romance or business. Like I said, you were being distracted. So I feel like whatever is distracting you here, you're going to part with. And I don't feel like this is something you didn't already see coming. I think you will already know what this is. For most of you, it's going to be friends who have habits that you don't really care for anymore. Not saying that they're good or bad. I just feel like you don't care for that particular way of lifestyle or being anymore. So you will no longer see these friends as often, or you might just, part ways in certain cases. Let's go ahead and get the next one. Frying pan, trouble, and accusations. Not gonna lie, I feel like some people may not like a certain side of you that is healed. And I know that seems awful, but let's face it, hurt people. And sometimes people want to keep people in certain energies so that they can also have somebody to complain with, or who vibrates at that lower level that they are also vibrating at. I feel like when you heal, you're gonna alienate some people. But that's okay, because you want what's best for you. And if people can't get on board with your happiness, then that's on them. Then I don't think they're truly friends that have your best interests, pile 4. Let's get 2 more cards. We have Valley. Deep personal strength and peace that assures success. This is what I was channeling this whole time. Like, it's just more internal and emotional than you realize. Like, their success and your wish will be granted, but that's not the point. The point is you are such a different person now. And that's truly what you need to focus on, is this beautiful person you are evolving into. We also have basket, recognition, reward for merit. Whatever this is, you're successful. It's granted. It's going great. I think the thing you need to look out for, though, are people who are going to be jealous, people who don't want you to succeed, people who don't want you to heal. Because I feel like this success will bring that out as well. Because I was getting a little bit of an aggressive energy here, but mostly toward people that I feel like you already knew were never really your friends, or people who you knew would never change or would never see the positive side of something. These are people who are going to be jealous, people who are not going to be happy for your success. In fact, look out for those people and how they react to your success when you win something, when you do something, accomplish something good. Look at their reaction. I feel like you will know who they are. And yes, it will break your heart a little bit, but at the same time, you're not compromising your happiness for somebody else, because people who truly love you will want you to be happy, pile 4. Back of the deck, needle and thread. A sincere wish will be granted. Just confirmation that this wish is being granted. But this is where I leave you, my beautiful pile 4. Thank you so much for letting me channel this energy. It's been such a privilege. I love energy like this. If you feel like doing so, you can like, comment, and subscribe. I am sending you nothing but love, healing, and a lot of light. I'll see you in the next reading. Take care.